Good morning everyone. Today I have to go and pick up a car for a mission that we're going on out into the mountains here near Malaga. We're starting off in the lift because this is a very dodgy old lift. It stops and then... Alright, let's go. I have to also figure out where our parking is for a hotel and if I can park there this morning for free, hopefully, pick up Charlotte and then we're going to get on the road. We're heading about an hour out of Malaga, so a bit of a drive, and we have to also be there an hour before the tour starts. So yeah, we got to get on the road. I want to grab a coffee first as well, which is a bit of a mission because in Spain coffee places don't actually open until like 8:30, 9 o'clock, and it's like 7:20 at the moment. The good news is that I'm picking up the car from the train station, and generally train station coffee places are actually open a little bit earlier just because they have to caffeinate all the passengers on the train. But it's nice and early. We've got another beautiful day here in Malaga, in the south Spain, Costa del Sol. All the swallows are out flying around and tweeting. It's very beautiful. There's some old historic buildings here. We're going to go through a section of Malaga which we haven't actually been through. I did want to walk through this section when we arrived in Malaga. We arrived by train and I did want to walk. We probably could have, to be honest, but we've got big bags and yeah, we just, I don't know, maybe a bit lazy, but carrying our big bags through towns and stuff, I don't know, I feel bad sometimes as well. Like if we go on public transport with our big bags, I feel bad because we like hold up the whole service while they're waiting for us to like get on board and put our bags down and stuff. So I don't know, maybe that's just me being maybe like too polite or something. Yeah, let me just look on our map and make sure we're going the right direction because I haven't been to this part of town before. Oh cool, so I can pretty much go straight down this riverside or the dry riverbed here. It is a dry riverbed, but there is some water at the end of it. Down here, oh, there's like a little bit of a skate park down there. That's kind of cool. It's like good use of the space, I suppose. Yeah, so coffee. So I can search on Google just for like coffee, and then as an addition you can also like filter your results by ones that are open now, so that's helpful. Rinson de Miguel, oh, that one looks okay. The thing is we're not going to get proper Australian, New Zealand barista coffee, not at this time of day. It'd be, oh wow, look, nice. I like these big circular buildings. It's quite cool, look at that. Donde está mi verte tu Victoria? Gotta wait for our little green man. You get a good count down here though, so that's good. You know exactly how long you've got to cross the road before you become fodder again. What's this place here? Kind of looks okay. The coffee that we're going to get this morning is going to be like the fairly quickly made, not super barista-y coffee. But then again, I've actually had some issues with Google Maps recently. Like we came across this place yesterday when we were looking for lunch, and it was like a really cool cafe. It was actually like full on inspired by Bali. It said that on the menu, like Bali vibes. and the food was amazing. They had like they had bowls, they had like avocado on toast, like all sorts of like really good stuff. And a lot of the items were full vegan as well, but it didn't actually come up in our searches when I was searching for vegan food here in Malaga. So it's weird because there was actually two or three places in Malaga, like the same branch, the same brand, and yeah, they just never ever popped up. But if they did, I would have definitely gone there. I'll put that, like, save that on our list. Anyway, I don't know if I have to push a button or it just naturally will. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go. Don't tell my mum. Alright, I'm not gonna go on that one. Oh, will I? Green? Green. Get in. Alright, let's go and find some coffee. I'm going. That should be just down here. It's going to be on this street, one block over. I think got a huge shopping centre as well here. El Corte Inglés. This is their version of Westfield, I guess. Or maybe not Westfield. Maybe more like a David Jones or Debenhams, I think in the UK would be the equivalent. It's like a big department store. On each level they have like it starts off with like perfumes. You get all the women there with the perfumes and the makeup trying to spray you as soon as you walk in. And then it's lots of women's clothes. Next level up is all like full of women's stuff. Next level up might be like men's clothes. And then kids, technology, like homeware stuff. It's one of those places. Now we've got absolutely no windows there as well, so it's very it's one of those places. It's like once you're inside, you're like, the whole place you can just explore and not see daylight. Okay, where is my coffee? Down a little side street. Deutsche Bank. I don't think I need any cash. We've got a bit of cash. When our family was here in Spain on holiday, it was funny because we were, going out for meals and going out for coffees and things like that all together. And I feel like we only had maybe like 100 euros between us. And every time someone would pay for the whole meal, that cash would be exchanged between us to like even it out, so that you pay for your own food. But it was just funny because the cash kept changing hands. Basically, if you bought the last meal, you had all the cash, then you would give that cash to the person who paid for the next meal, and it was just like a big cash go round. So we just had like 150 euros, and it was just getting transferred between us, like whoever was paying for the meals. It was quite funny. Anyway, we found this: tapas, desayunos y meriendas, churros, Rinson de Miguel. Alright, let's go in and see if we can get a coffee. It might just have to be an espresso. Hola, buenos días. ¿Tienes leche de avena? De soja. Can I have un café con leche de soya?
¿Se lo va a tomar aquí o se lo va a llevar?
Aquí. Gracias.
Nada.
Okay. I feel like my Spanish ain't that bad. I feel like it's not that bad, guys. Let's have a seat. Alright, we're gonna have a coffee. We're gonna sit here and have a coffee before we Oh, is he? I don't know if he's saying for me to come and get that coffee or not. Maybe he's bringing it out. I'm not sure. I feel like this is one of those places where you should tip. Like one man doing everything and being quite... he's accommodating to the tourists when he's not in like a super touristy place. I'm not sure if he's bringing it out. If he doesn't bring it out, I won't tip him. Well, I've still got 8 minutes walk to get to the train station, which is where I'm picking up the rental car. Yeah, luckily we're only about 20 minutes where we're staying away from the train station. Gracias. Alright, check out the coffee, guys. Like I said, it's not the barista experience that we would have hoped for, but hopefully it's still yummy. It's just espresso with hot milk whacked all into a cup. There's a little bit of foam on top, but yeah. That's the coffee experience at this time in the morning in Spain generally, just because the places that do proper barista coffee, they won't open until like 8:30, 9 o'clock at the earliest. I had to pick up the car early, which is why I'm here at this time. It's hot, it's coffee, but yeah, it's okay. Maybe I should have just gone for an espresso. I don't mind an espresso. When we were in Spain, actually when I got properly into coffee, we were walking the Camino, and every morning would start off with just grabbing a coffee, like an espresso shot, in the darkness at like a bakery or one of these quiet little places that just open for the pilgrims. So like on the Camino, it's a massive walking trail across the north of Spain, and you would just basically wake up in the morning, chuck your backpack on and walk, but you'd grab a coffee in the morning. If you were into coffee, you'd grab a coffee in the morning at one of these places, just an espresso, and there's no seats usually, just kind of like standing bar area, and yeah, you just have your coffee and off you'd walk for the day. And it was a really beautiful experience, but because we were doing that every single day, that's when I kind of got into coffee, and I was like, now my body expects caffeine every day. I'm sure you all know what it's like when yeah, you need to have your coffee fixed, don't you? I need to find out how to say, can I have a coffee with I kind of know how to say it, but I don't know how to like properly ask for it. Can I have a coffee with oat milk? Puedo tomar un café? Puedo. So that's what I have to say. Puedo tomar un café con leche de avena. I know how to ask, have you got something? So like, have you got soy milk or have you got oat milk? You say tienes leche de avena. But now I have to try and remember this. Puedo tomar un café con leche de avena. It's a learning curve. Every day is a learning curve. This area of Malaga that I'm in right now, like where the train station is, it feels very like normal everyday life. I guess, yeah, there's a lot of traffic on the road. There seems to be like a big through road up here. You can see big roundabout up here, a lot of traffic coming this way, maybe from the train station, and then up this way as well. But the buildings here as well, they seem very like just normal residential buildings. Much different to the old town. I don't know if you guys saw that video. In the old town of Malaga, like all the buildings are hundreds of years old, and yeah, very like beautiful balconies, and I don't know, just a totally different vibe to this, wide open streets. because in the old town, the streets and the buildings were there, like, you know, obviously like hundreds of years ago these were built, and they're just kind of these little narrow lanes and like back alleys and stuff, but that's the main streets of the old town are like still quite narrow compared to this, especially though this is so wide open. But I like that about the old towns. It does feel like you're kind of in a maze. It's like it is like that actually. It's like being in a full adult human-sized maze that you can explore, and there is actually loads of like treaties for adults to go and like have and find in the maze. These old towns are just like so wonderful to explore, and often if we stay in a place long enough, what you tend to do actually is you'll find the way that you need to go to get from your place to, like, say, the part of Old Town where you go to where your restaurant is or whatever. But what tends to happen is that you'll pick a path and become familiar with that path and keep doing that path. But I like to try and go different ways as well. Then you're like much more likely to find these like little hidden gems or like little treats. Might be like a random cafe. I mean, I could have found that place, that brunch, the Bali brunch place. There was one like only a couple of streets over from where we're staying, and I should have found it. But yeah, it was just hadn't found it yet because it wasn't on a street that we were like passing through regularly. Anyway, I like exploring the old town, the narrow streets and stuff. The maze, it's really cool. I need to bosh this coffee so we can go and pick up our rental car. I've got all my documents with me. I've got my international driver's license, passport. I've got 3 driver's licenses from different countries around the world. I've got New Zealand, UK and Australia. Whatever they need, I'm pretty sure I've got it. So, oh no, I was just thinking, they probably need like a credit card as well, but I think I've got that on me as a deposit. Because one of the tips I have for renting a car anywhere in the world is if you get your rental car insurance through the company that provides the rental car, they're always going to add on their markup, their commission, their percentage on top of what the actual insurance costs. I'm not sure if they do that intentionally or that's just a part of their business model, probably just to make money, to be honest. But there is companies out there that will provide rental cover for rental cars in any country around the world, and they do take into account your home country and obviously where you're traveling to as well. So when we were in Thailand, I think we had the car for maybe like close to a month or a couple of weeks at least, and yeah, we drove around the whole of Thailand from Chiang Mai in the north. We did the Mae Hong Son loop, which was like this huge loop around these amazing mountains in the north of Thailand. But during that whole trip, we were worried about, you know, like animals crossing the road, and sometimes there'd be potholes and all sorts of crazy things can happen in Thailand. So we made sure that we had insurance, but like I said, booked it through a third party, a rental car insurance company that you can just pay for the insurance. It's a really like decent rate, especially compared to the rental car companies, because I don't know if you've ever rented a car from like, say, like an airport or a train station abroad, but what they do is like they'll try their best to scare you with these crazy numbers for the most minimal damage that happens to the car. Like they'll say, oh, do you want to get like the basic cover of insurance just to cover you just in case you get a tiny scratch or a chipped windscreen or anything like that? Because they'll say if you get a scratch on the car like over, say, 2 centimeters, like that, like a ding or a scratch or anything that's over 2 centimeters, then you're going to have to pay, I think here it was like 2,700 euros, and in Australia it was like 5,000, 5,500, something like that. So they'll try and scare you with these massive numbers for the most minimal damage, and then they'll say, but if you get insurance with us, it's only I don't know, $20 a day or $30 a day or something like that. So they'll use the big number to make you, you know, super scared of like, oh my god, we can't afford to just pay that much money. And then they'll use a small number to like what they're doing is they're trying to trick you into going big number scary, small number good. I'm gonna go small number, but then when you add that up over obviously the time of your rental, you've got to, you know, you might have it for a week or 10 days or something, so it's like they're just banking a couple of $100. And I guess like we've actually never, touch wood, never had an insurance claim with a rental car. I think we've just been super lucky, but also been, I guess, very careful as well. I'm actually a ex-delivery driver, professional driver. I've driven like courier vans around cities and bigger trucks as well, like refrigerated trucks and container trucks and stuff. So I'm pretty well versed in driving, I guess, like defensively, especially in the courier van when you're like driving, you know, point A to point B and you're kind of like doing multi-drops around the city. You tend to learn the things to look out for when people are going to do a maneuver. So like, for example, I'll be driving along, and I do this in the truck as well, I'll be driving along. If I was on a motorway, you can see where people have their hand resting on the indicator, and I don't know why people do this, it annoys me so much. They'll have their hand on the indicator so that when they start to change lanes, they can throw the indicator on. It just makes zero sense to me, because the indicator is there to let other people know that you want to move so that they can make space for you. And I always practice this when I'm driving, is I'll throw the indicator on, and then like as soon as I have the idea like I want to shift lanes, I'll throw the indicator on. Whereas like a lot of people, I'm not trying to like big myself up here, but as a professional driver, I would be like, throw the indicator on and then I'd look. And a lot of people will look, wait for the gap and rest their fingers on the indicator stick, and then they'll hit it as they're moving lanes. And that to me is just like so naughty, but it does make you aware of the kind of behavior that people do when they're driving on the road. So I guess knowing things like that and like kind of like seeing people's like driving habits and stuff, you tend to subconsciously pick up what kind of crazy things people do on the road, so you know what to look out for. So I got good at that, and yeah, we haven't had any issues. Touch wood. But yeah, rental car insurance can be super pricey. Definitely go, if you want to know what company I use, just leave a comment and I'll put it down below. But quite often I would be not getting insurance. I'd actually just opt for no insurance. Like if we were driving like in a place we're very familiar with, like often in Australia we'd get a rental car just when we were like around at home, and you know, sometimes I just wouldn't, most of the time I wouldn't get insurance, only if we were going on like a big trip, or didn't really bother with insurance too much. But when we're in a foreign country like this, the road rules are a bit different, and we're going to places where we don't really know too well, then I think it's a good idea to get insurance just for that little peace of mind. So what would happen in the case that we had an accident is we'd probably have to pay the 3,000 euros or whatever the stupid fee is to the company. That would just come out of the credit card, and then we'd make our claim with our insurer to cover that cost. So actually the cost overall would be less to our insurance company, because they wouldn't be covering, say, like the accident. They'd just be covering the expense to the rental car company. I'm not sure if the rental car company is capped at 3,000 euros. I imagine it wouldn't be actually. It probably wouldn't be, because if you had a big accident, like totaled the car, they would need more than that to cover the cost for the repairs, right? So yeah, maybe, I guess maybe the other thing as well is, like, if say you had an accident and the other car had insurance and it wasn't your fault, then their insurance would cover it. But I'm guessing the rental car company, because you haven't got insurance through them, they'd still chase you up for that initial 3,000 just as like a safety, like a bond as such, just in case the other insurance company fell through or whatever. Alright, let's see how far to the train station here. Oh, so I gotta go straight down another big roundabout and then the main train station there, and then we have to find a rental car company called Record Go or Record 90 or something. It should be in the main, like, arrivals hall in the train station. Alright, I'm gonna go pay for this coffee. Hola. How much? ¿Cuántos?
1.70.
1.70.
YouTube.
Hola.
YouTube.
Oh, YouTube. Yes, YouTube. Are you on a follow?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Diga tú.
He's gonna follow us. Thanks, bro.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah? Awesome. Muchas gracias. Ciao. Alright. Got another subscriber, guys. Got another subscriber. Alright, so we need to head down this way here first. And the train station should be down the end of this road. I think someone's had a bumper to bumper here. Is it a bumper to bumper? So that's the thing that I am a little bit worried about as well, is, like, obviously all the good driving that I can do, I'm going to do all the driving. I usually do with me and my wife. But other people on the road, we've been in some taxis, like, from hotels and from train stations and stuff, or like big days out, and we've been jumping a taxi, we're heading back to the hotel, and, like, the driving can be scary. Not super scary, but, like, you know, when you're a passenger and you've got your foot on the on the front of the car, your footrest, and then you're, like, trying to brake. And one of those situations where you're like, we're coming up very fast behind this car, I think we need to start braking. Anyway, we haven't had any accidents. Taxi drivers, I guess, are very experienced. They know what their cars are capable of as well. But yeah, there's been some questionable driving, let's just say that. I'm super excited for our adventure today into the mountains. The place that we're going is it's a pretty hectic trail, actually, like on the cliffside in a mountain. So yeah, it should be fun. It might be a little bit scary. I think we have to wear, like, proper helmets and stuff. Not climbing, maybe climbing gear. I'm actually not 100% sure. This is actually Charlotte's thing that she's had on her bucket list to do, surprisingly, because it is something that does have a bit of risk involved, and she's usually very risk averse. But anyway, we're doing it, we're booked in, so yeah, it's going to be exciting. We're actually on, like, a 12:30 booking out there. So yeah, we need to, is it 12? No, 12 o'clock. We've got to be there an hour early because there's, like, a transfer bus to get to the location. Not only that, it takes an hour for us to get from here all the way out to there because it's like in the mountains. So yeah, there's like a couple of hours there. We actually need to grab some breakfast as well, so I need to find somewhere we can grab like a bocadillo. This is the Spanish sandwich. That guy doesn't indicate. A lack of indication here. Okay, noted for when I'm driving, a lack of indication. I was saying this to the family when they were here as well. We were, I was at the train station. When we had a rental car in Alicante, and we were there for a couple of days before they got there. And it's just something that I noticed, like when we're in taxis and stuff, indicating seems very optional here. And the other thing is the lines, the lanes on the road, they're more of like a guidance. It's not an expectation. I'm not sure if that's the train station or not. No, maybe that actually looks like a shopping centre. You can see like a McDonald's on it. Hang on, where are we? Oh, this looks more like a train station. Old, historic looking building. Yeah, it's down here. Straight down here, straight down here. This bank, by the way, a bunker, that's the one. I figured that one out for if you wanted to get cash out without getting charged extortionate fees. Most of the banks here will charge you like 6 or 7 euros just to draw cash out. So if you want cash, a bunker's the one. They're my friends here in Spain. Alright, we've got to cross this road now. Oh, there's Record Go. Maybe it's not actually in the train station. Maybe it's out here. I should check that because it's, look, we've got the train station over here, but then you've got Record Go, rent-a-car, over here. And it's 7:58, so they literally have just opened as well. I'm pretty sure that I screenshotted it yesterday, so let's have a quick look. It's saying it's on the street. Okay, maybe I'm just going to get my email up and prepare and go in and see. Alright, let's go in, Record Go, rent a car, and see if we can get our car now. Buenas. Okay. Picking up a rental car for
Give me your name. Give me your name.
Cory Jacobson.
Okay. Give me your passport, license.
Okay. Passport, license.
Can you complete me all the details, please, sir?
Sure.
Where do you live? Zip code, city, where you stay here, your telephone number, and your email in capital letter, please, sir.
Okay.
You have booked the car for 2 days, right?
Listo. Ok. Viene a las 8:30.
Vale.
Hay un B que se le da al C1.
Okay. All done.
Thank you. Okay, your car is a Toyota Aygo. Is petrol 95 is the fuel.
Okay.
About the fuel policy is full to full.
Yeah, perfect. Bring it
Okay,
back
now,
full tank.
Exactly. Now you have to pay a deposit, 71 euro 96 for the fuel, because now the car is full.
Okay.
When you return full, this money is back, your
Okay.
credit debit card, okay?
Perfect.
And this moment you have a risk for the insurance. It's 900 euros for the deposit.
Okay.
If you want to continue with them, in case something happen in the car, it's the maximum you have to pay. Okay, this is your risk.
Okay.
Okay, or if you want, you can cancel it, taking my cover. The price is 74 euro 82. It's full protection, and you cancel the 900 euros.
So 74 euros for 2 days.
Yes, 74 euro is the insurance for 2 days, the total,
Okay.
and you have to give me 900 euros. It's full insurance with me.
Okay. Actually, I have private insurance.
With this cover, not with me.
Yeah. That's
Your
okay.
decision.
I'm happy with that. I'll give you the 900
Okay.
and yeah.
Both payment with the same card, okay?
Yeah.
900 euros is the first and second is the fuel, okay?
Okay.
Tienes Carmen, va a ser
Ya va a hacer ya.
por matrícula que no tiene
Exacto,
sentido,
sí.
pero bueno, por lo menos para que entre nosotros sabemos cómo,
Sí,
cómo
no.
actuar más o menos.
Sí, sí. Okay, now we are here.
Yeah.
You have to go in that direction. Can you see in that corner?
The roundabout?
Before roundabout, you have to turn on the left. In that corner,
Yeah.
this is this corner. This
Okay.
corner is this one.
Sure.
In 20 meters on the left, you can see our building. Indoor car is the name.
Okay.
Okay, the main door is open now in this moment. You have to go level -2.
Okay.
And you can find your car in the place number 3. If you want, you can press the button and you can find very quickly. But it's a small car park.
Okay.
When I see your car there, in case the tank is full, we will refund you the fuel.
Yeah.
Maybe you have it in 2 days, and then I hand you a few days later.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Okay. Well, there we go. How to rent a car in Spain. 900 euros for the deposit, which is actually a lot better than it usually is. Like I was saying, some places they charge a lot more, so 900 euros ain't that bad. I've got some pretty full-on instructions of how to get to the rental car place, but it's just up here around the corner, so I have to take some pictures of the rental car. They've given me where is it? So I've got basically a little diagram. I'm sure you're familiar with these. This is a little diagram just showing any damage on the car. And then I've also got there's a little ruler down the bottom right corner there, and that's showing you how big the damage has to be. So these people, they actually say anything under 4 centimeters is not considered damage. That would be fair wear and tear. Anything over 4 centimeters is considered damage. So it's a little bit more lenient than some places. This company, Record Go, I've seen them in a few places around Spain, so I know that they're like an established bigger company, but if you book online, there's a lot of rental car companies popping up nowadays that are like online only, and they probably just have like an online presence. And then when you go to an airport, you probably just pick up they have like a car park like near the airport where you just pick up the car. Like some places do full digital service now, so they offer like a cheaper rate. They might actually come up first in search results because they're so cheap, but the customer experience is going to be a lot different, rather than like going with an established company like those guys. There's another company that we've rented from as well, Centauro. Yeah, I guess you got to figure out, you got to like know what are the official or like the established rental car companies if you're gonna get a rental car, because those smaller companies, I feel like they're a bit fast and loose maybe. Alright, so here we are. This is it says Prohibido El Paso. Oh, how do I get in then? Oh, access through EDF. So here we are. This is our garage, but I can't go in. It says Prohibido El Paso. Do not pass here. Do not pass go. Indo car. So I have to go through here. Pedestrian access. Please go to main entrance. This way. Alright. Indo car. Not sure. Ah, here we go, Indocar. Edificio Indocar. And then I gotta go down to -2. Stairs? Oh, these stairs are going up, not down. Into a dodgy left. Oh yeah. Here we go. Down. I've got record go there. Some nice music. Ding dong.
Abriendo puertas.
Oh. Here we go. Aha. Okay, so we have a little car. It's a Toyota Aygo, which is like that one there. He said it's in parking space number 3. Oh, here it is. I think it's this one right here. Oh, no, that was the other one. Waiting for those lights to come on. He said there's some damage to it already, so I might just pull it out a little bit so I can have a good walk around. And yeah, then we'll see. Bloody hell, how do you... how am I supposed to get in here? I can't even fit down here. I have to actually like bump the... It's so tight. Oh goodness. Oh god. Alright. Okay, it's a manual as well. Oh golly. I'm just going to park it there. Alright, so now we can have a proper look around the car, maybe take some pictures. They did, yeah, like, he said there was some damage to it already. You know what, I'm just going to do a video, I think, of the car like that. And then you can see, the thing is, with pictures, they sometimes don't show up any damage because you don't get that change in light. But with the video, you can see like the reflections, the change of light, so if there are any scratches or anything. Make sure that the wheels, oh, there's a bit of damage on the wheels there. It looks fairly new actually, this car, so that's not bad. Yeah, I think it's okay. I'm just gonna get my flashlight on, make sure there's no ones I'm missing. It's a very dark place to be doing this, isn't it? Oh yeah, there's one. See, I didn't even see that. There's one there. You can see that now. And there's one there as well. And the door. That wasn't me just then, I swear. Like I said, we've never had any like issues with rental cars. We've never had any like people ask for money after we've had a hire. So touch wood, we keep our clean sheet. Oh no, did I get that photo? Just got to make sure that we cover our bases. All right, in we go. Actually forgot to get, very important when you're driving, especially in a foreign country, is a cable to plug in to the sound system here. So we have our like Google Maps and stuff. Oh. All right. But let's see, I need my glasses. Driving, need my glasses. I'm actually officially licensed to drive only with glasses. Corrective lenses. So, oh, I've got Apple CarPlay. Oh, maybe it's got wireless CarPlay, that would be amazing. If I could do that. I think it has, you know. Let's go. Scan for event. Where's my phone gone? Oh, down here. Oh, good lord. Connected for phone and media. Let's see, yes, connect to CarPlay. Because then I don't need a cable and I can just have my maps on the screen without the cable. Get in, we've got wireless CarPlay. So now I can just put in our hotel, driving directions. Oh, I need my seatbelt. Guys, don't tell the police. You're trying to do all the different things at once and you're like, just confused. That's what I'm at right now. Now, we're on the right-hand side of the road. Just remember that. Okay. How do I get out of here? How do I get out? A salida. Quite a tight driveway. I've noticed that in... is it going to stay up? The driveways, the garages here in Spain, they can be very tight. Alright, someone's coming out. I'm going out. Okay, so I'm going straight through this roundabout. Switching glasses, guys, switching. Alright, here we go. Now I can see. Very bright, the sun is. That wasn't me. Alright, I think. The other thing as well is like when you're driving in a foreign country, like here I'm on the right hand side of the road, I'm at a roundabout. Normally, I'd be looking to the right for oncoming traffic. But this one I have to look left. Go straight through? Yeah, oh my goodness. So yeah. I'm driving a manual as well. I haven't driven a manual in ages. And the gear stick's on the other side. Oh my god. People are crazy here. People are crazy. There's another fender bender there. Checking the damage, I think. Oh my goodness. Not looking good. Maybe people in Malaga don't know how to drive. Alright. We're good guys, we're good. Green lights all the way, let's go. Just gotta keep our eyes peeled for any crazy drivers. The thing that I was seeing before was people had a green light to cross the road, but cars were just going straight through. It's a bit scary. A bit scary for the pedestrians. Cute little car anyway. Done 34,000 Ks, so it's not brand new, but we've got a full tank of gas. And a wide open road to explore. 8:30. I thought I'd be back by now, but we have to, back by 9, pick up Charlotte, go and find some breakfast for us. Look at these cars are just coming up like right next to us here. So I don't know, am I just going to cut in now? How does this work? How do we do this? The front of my car is in front of this car, so maybe I'll just go and he'll have to wait for me. I was there first, alright? But yeah, anyway, we've got to go pick up Charlotte, pick up breakfast, and then head out to the mountains. So that's the plan this morning. Alright, I'm gonna go. Okay. So far so good. Oh, the other thing that I have to suss out as well is like, where am I going to actually park at the hotel? Hopefully they have one of those like loading bays or like visitor bays where I can just pull up, and that's where I can just park the car for like half an hour while I get Charlotte and get ready. Okay, you guys want to have a look? This is what driving in Malaga is like. Not too scary, but this lane, so this lane on the right here, that is for taxis and buses. So that is quite a convenient thing actually if you're traveling and you want to get somewhere quick. It's quite handy to be able to use those taxi and buses. Oh, let's get in gear. Those lanes, because they obviously have much less traffic in them, so you can get to where you're needing to go like a lot quicker. So our hotel where we're staying, obviously you saw it this morning, it's like right on the riverside there, and you can't actually drive on the road that's right out front. I think it's a pedestrian only access. So maybe there's like an underpass area where you can drive to. Not sure, we'll have to suss it out when we get there. It's like prime time for school kids at the moment as well, so I need to be very aware of kids running out from cars and traffic and crossing the road off to school. There's a learner in front of us and they're trying to figure out if they can go past a van that's parked on the side of the road or not. Yes, you can. Good work. I'm a very calm driver, normally. I don't let things stress me out. Like I said, I've had a lot of experience driving professionally, and I understand that when I'm stuck in traffic, I am the traffic that I'm stuck in. A lot of people don't realize that. They complain about traffic. It's like complaining about tourists when you're like being a tourist. Oh, there's so many tourists here. And you're like, yeah, you're one of them. You know what I mean? Like, chill out. Just take it in. You are part of the issue. Right, I want to go down here, but we have there's a concrete truck. I can't go down there. There's a concrete truck blocking the road. So I guess I take the next road. Oh, I can't take the next road. It's a one-way. What a concern. Alright, I'll have to go further up. Maybe this road. Oh god, that one's got a bollard. I'm having issues, guys. Maybe this one. Maybe this one. Okay, I think I'm good to go. Good to go down here, I think. Flippin' egg. What an experience for this time in the morning. Everyone's rushing off to work as well. So it's quite hectic out here. But we're coming up to the riverside here where we need to be. This is the riverside here where our hotel is. Just got to figure out how to get underneath it to park in the car park. There's actually a car park just here on the side of the road. So if I can't find the spot I want, maybe I'll just use this car park on the side of the road, which will be handy. I don't know if I'm in a taxi lane right now. It doesn't say taxi, so I'll just carry on. I've got a scooter, people on e-scooters. Oh, I need to go left. I need to get out of this lane, for sure. In Spain, I've found by learning from the other drivers, the other taxi drivers that we've been in, you just kind of push your way through. If you want to get into another lane, you just got to obviously indicate, but you find your own gap and you just push in. Like people, I think that's the thing here in Europe, is like people are so used to, I guess like there being a lot of people in Europe that you just get used to everyone kind of pushing in, I guess. Parking, is this where I want to go? I think maybe. If I go in here, am I going to pay 10 euros though? I don't want to pay 10 euros just for half an hour. Let's see. We'll see. I'll just go in, park, and we'll see. I feel like I've changed my mind now. I don't know if I want to do this. Because if I was a taxi driver dropping someone off, I would actually I wouldn't be going here, right? There's a good park there though. Let's just pull up. Let's pull up here. These are all the concerns. Like all the typical concerns that you have when you're doing something like this for the first time. You don't know what the rules are, you don't know what the parking fees are. There's so many things to consider that can be, a little overwhelming at times. But as a person who travels a lot, I think I've strengthened that muscle that is I guess used to or familiar with having lots of new experiences all the time, and just getting used to like changing, adapting all the time. That's one thing that I guess I'm very adaptable. All right, handbrake's on. We're out of gear. Car off. Got my ticket. I don't think I need any of those documents there because I know that they said we could park here for €10.50 a day, I think it was. Which is not bad, but I don't want to pay that just for having, you know, just arrived here and not actually using a full 24 hours. I've got a lift here. Oh, hello. Oh no, here we go. Oh, this must be, here's the front. Oh, this is where I was thinking there might be parking, but I guess not. Buenos días. Hola.
Sí, puedes.
Gracias.
Hola.
Hola. The parking downstairs, I've just parked a car there, but I'm going out.
What's your number?
Our room number is 307.
And you want to leave now?
Well, I want to leave now, but I want to park the car here for a full
But
day.
it's like a public parking. Then you have your ticket. Then every time that you want to leave with the car, you have to pay before.
Okay. And how
and
much?
you can not book it a space. Then if we have a space, you can park, but could be full.
Sure.
Okay.
How much is the fee?
Per hour is 170, but when you're in the parking 7 hours, the price stops in 11.50, and this rate is until 24 hours if you don't move the car.
Okay.
But per hour, you will pay 170.
170. Okay, that's not bad.
Are
Okay.
you going to leave now then?
I have to pay here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go up to my room and then I'll come back and pay.
Perfect. Yeah, because you have 10-15 minutes to leave when I validate the ticket, okay?
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, that's not bad. So 170 per hour. And then, yeah, if we stay more than 7 hours, then it goes up to the 24-hour rate, which would be $11.50. Anyway, we're in the lift, the dodgy lift. This thing is very janky. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this mission. Keep me company while I go and get a rental car for our adventure. If you want to go with us and see what these mountains are like and experience that with us, then go check out the other channel, which is CJ Explores. I'll link it below. But yeah, this is us. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.